Alright, so now that it's been brought to my attention by Grits Too Hot, which is the person I'm going to send this video out to, and to all the people who've had problems with their 4x4, I've just came to realize, due to the video that she posted, a response to my eastsheen 4x4 part 2, how to assemble, the last centers are different, or it's technically not different because it's the same as the first bottom layer, but just in case, because a lot of people don't get it, I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's start. Hopefully this camera doesn't focus too much. Let's start by disassembling the cube and getting to where we were in the video. So let me do that first. Okay, so this is where we left off on the video, part 2. Let me angle this down the right way. Let me check what the chat's saying. Schmeckiki is in the chat room. Grits Too Hot. Okay, anyway. Alright, so this is where we were. This is what we want to do now. This is from when you assembled it. First 2 layers. Let's hope I don't drop it this time. Okay. Next, you're going to have pieces like this, or they will be without the centers on them, like this. Try and get some light on this thing. But man, I'm sure you'll have them with this on right here. Next, you're going to find those pieces, and you're going to set them in like so. See how I did that? Now I got this one. Gonna have this this piece here facing inward, like this. Next, you're gonna take this piece here with this thin piece facing up, and you're gonna put that in between them. Ta-da! So you'll have that whole deal. Okay, the centers, put them in like that with that little pointy thing up top. Next, you just put in your corner pieces, which are right here. They look like this, right? Remember those? Alright, so you put that in. And then I seem to be missing my other one. No, it's right here, I think. Yes, okay, you grab the other one. You put those in, so now you got one whole layer, or one side of the layer done. Next, you move on to orange. I'm trying not to get too much into the light. Alright, do the same thing. You take your pieces here. You want this, come on, focus, light. Okay, you want this square thing, or this tip, to be facing inward. You just put those in. Okay, so basically you want the whole free spot like this. You want that whole spot to be facing in. And then you go ahead and put your piece like this that I showed you. Come on, camera. Okay. With the thin piece facing up, just go ahead and put that in right in between them. And then you go ahead and set your other corner in, wherever that may be. Odd. Right here, my bad. Okay. Right in front of my face. Alright, so you put that in. Just lay that back on there. And you move on to the next one, blue centers. Get your blue centers on top. This is what it would look like if you didn't have the centerpieces on top. You want these little notches to be on the outside tops. So like that. See how it's on the outside on top left? And on the opposite side you would have these little pieces on the top right. You could see this. Top left, top right. And then you put the piece, like I said, with the thin piece on top in between them. And that's technically how it would go, but they, they have the blue center pieces on them. Or they have the blue centers on them. So that's how the pieces would go in there, that's how they fit. Let me just fix all this really quick. Okay, now you can go ahead and drop in your last corner. Okay. And then the same things with the red centers. Put those, drop those in. And then you would go ahead and put this with the thin piece facing up. Just kind of push it in there. And congratulations, you have 3 of the 4 layers done. Isn't that amazing? Okay. So next, you want to put in these edge pieces first. Whatever color you decide. I'm going to start with blue. And you got these, right? And you got that little hollow piece in the middle. You want those to be put in a certain way. So you're going to need these 3 pieces next. Some sort of centers that fit in right here, or middle edge pieces or whatever. And you need this piece right here. Okay? This piece, this middle piece sits in there like this. A lot of people will put their piece in backwards, and that's not going to let them turn the layers the right way. If you can focus camera, okay, see? They'll put that hollow piece in backwards and it won't let them turn. So you got to make sure that it matches. This little groove here is going to sit on this little groove here. You see how they match? Let me focus this. Okay. Like that. So then it goes on like that, with these little grooves on the bottom, and it goes on like that. That is how the piece should look fitting in there, which is this piece right here. Okay, so you go ahead and set that in there with that middle piece in there, because that's going to help the structure of the eastsheen. And there you go. Next, you add your 2 centers. Ta-da! And you move on to the next side. Basically, you could do it this way too. Just grab a center. Make sure that you have a solid side and a hollow side. The hollow sides always face towards each other. Right? So this would go like this into the piece. It wouldn't go in backwards like that. It wouldn't sit like this in there. It'll sit like this. So you just slide that piece in there with the hollow side facing towards your front base, and then you slide your other edge piece in, and you got that done. Now you just drop in your other corner, and like that. Now you move to the next one. Go ahead and make sure that the hollow side is facing inwards. Put your piece in like this, with the hollow side facing towards you. Put the other edge piece with the hollow face facing towards each other, and that side's done. Now you got your other corner piece. This side's the tricky part because it's kind of hard to get it all in at the same time.